I didn't give a damn about the scenery that day. I was thinking about myself. I was thinking about the beautiful girl walking next to me. I was thinking about the two of us together, and then about myself again. I was at that age, that time of life when every sight, every feeling, every thought came back like a boomerang to me. And worse, I was in love. Love with complications. Scenery was the last thing on my mind. Now, though, that meadow scene is the first thing that comes back to me. The smell of the grass, the faint chill of the wind, the line of the hills, the barking of a dog. These are the first things, and they come with absolute clarity. I feel as if I can reach out and trace them with a fingertip. And yet, as clear as the scene may be, no one is in it. No one. Naoko is not there, and neither am I. Where could we have disappeared to? How could such a thing have happened? Everything that seemed so important back then, Naoko and the self I was then, and the world I had then, where could they have all gone? It's true, I can't even bring back her face. Not straight away, at least. All I'm left holding is a background, pure scenery, with no people at the front. True, given time enough, I can remember her face. I start joining images, her tiny cold hand, her straight black hair, so smooth and cool to the touch, a soft rounded earlobe and the microscopic mole just beneath it, the camel hair coat she wore in the winter, her habit of looking straight into my eyes when asking a question, the slight trembling that would come to her voice now and then, as though she were speaking on a windy hilltop. And suddenly, her face is there, always in profile at first, because Naoko and I were always out walking together, side by side. Then she turns to me and smiles and tilts her head just a little and begins to speak, and she looks into my eyes as if trying to catch the image of a minnow that is darted across the pool of a limpid spring. It takes time, though, for Naoko's face to appear, and as the years have passed, the time has grown longer. The sad truth is that what I could recall in 5 seconds all too soon needed 10, then 30, then a full minute, like shadows lengthening at dusk. Someday, I suppose, the shadows will be swallowed up in darkness. There is no way around it. My memory is growing ever more distant from the spot where Naoko used to stand, where my old self used to stand. And nothing but scenery, that view of the meadow in October, returns again and again to me like a symbolic scene in a film. Each time it appears, it delivers a kick to some part of my mind. Wake up, it says. I'm still here. Wake up and think about it. Think about why I'm still here. The kicking never hurts me. There's no pain at all, just a hollow sound that echoes with each kick. And even that is bound to fade one day. At Hamburg Airport, though, the kicks were longer and harder than usual, which is why I am writing this book. To think. To understand. It just happens to be the way I'm made. I have to write things down to feel I fully comprehend them. Let's see now. What was Naoko talking about that day? Of course, the field well. I have no idea whether there was such a well. It might have been an image or a sign that existed only inside Naoko, like all the other things she used to spin into existence inside her mind in those dark days. Once she had described it to me, though, I was never able to think of that meadow scene without the well. From that day forward, the image of a thing I had never laid eyes on became inseparably fused to the actual scene of the field that lay before me. I can describe the well in minute detail. It lay precisely on the border where the meadow ended and the woods began, a dark opening in the earth a yard across, hidden by grass. Nothing marked its perimeter, no fence, no stone curb, at least not one that rose above ground level. It was nothing but a hole, a wide-open mouth. The stones of its collar had been weathered and turned a strange muddy white. They were cracked, and chunks were missing, and a little green lizard slithered into an open seam.